Hey, man, welcome to the Moody Show. What's good? It's your boy Yvan Moody, codename the Filipino cutie that'll eat your girl's booty. And with me as always,
Free Soap here, you know, aka Tide, aka Tide Pods, aka I eat Tide Pods. You know, I don't know anymore. I don't got code names like you do. Like
Alright.
eating ass Filipino shit, but
alright guys, this is episode 3 of the Moody Show. I cannot wait to get into this, man. We just finished recording an episode on one of our good friends. Let me introduce you first. Here we go. It's your boy, George.
Yeah.
Guys, if you haven't yet, follow him on the Geezus Show. It's a great podcast. He's been grinding for a minute, man.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me on. Well, thank you for coming over to my crib.
Yeah, this is his
and
crib.
And having me on y'all podcast. No. But it's dope, bro. I love recording with you guys. You guys do. I see a lot of talent and inspiration coming from you guys.
Thank you.
Like, you know,
Thank you,
the
Sensei.
same way you say I inspire you guys inspire me to keep doing what I'm doing. And that's literally to do what? To bring entertainment.
Yes, sir.
To bring wow, what the hell?
Brain fart again.
To like
bring value,
bettering ourselves. Yeah, bringing value
right.
towards others. All right,
Mm-hmm.
and that's not just bullshit, but like literally what we do in our lives. Right? How do we consider ourselves high valued individuals? Right? What do we do in our lives day to day type shit? Right? In relationships, in building wealth, in stocks, and whatever. Right? That's what my show is about. Building yourself physically, building yourself emotionally, and then building yourself fucking wealthy, bro. Putting money in the
building
fucking
your
pockets,
self-esteem,
bro. And your self-esteem
in the bedroom too.
In the bedroom too, bro.
yeah, guys, we left off on part 2 and of our conversation with Geezus, George, and you know we want to continue that conversation we had.
He left off the episode with a crazy cliffhanger, man. That was beautiful the way you did that.
If you want to watch the episode before this, go back on my channel. That's part 1. This right here is part 2.
Part dos.
All right. You asked me a great question.
All right. So
go ahead.
just a little context. We were talking about relationships, right? So I was asking George, like, have you ever been hurt in a past relationship, and did that cause you to have your guard up coming into this relationship?
Cue sad music.
Okay. No, but yeah, man, so I did get hurt in my high school days. I was literally like, bro, like obsessed with this girl.
Oh, is this the same girl we were talking about?
Yeah, I can't. I don't want to bring names onto this.
Yeah, no
shit.
names. We'll keep that low key.
Because I don't fucking know. But you guys know them. We all went to high school together. But yeah, listen, I was literally like just head over heels from her from like freshman year to like college, like probably like second year of college, bro. So that's
5
like
years.
That's like 5-6 years. Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Were you guys dating that whole time or no?
Bro, we were like on and off. We like just on and off throughout the fucking years, bro. And she had a boyfriend, like, in between that shit, bro. I'm telling you, it was fucked up. It was not a good, like, healthy relationship at all. It was just like more of like a fucked up thing with myself. And like you said, did that relationship cost me a lot of turmoil? Yeah, bro. We fucked each other over a lot, and it fucked me up emotionally for like a long time. But I was able to, and at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, I thanked her, like, for real, like, no funny shit. Like, we're cool.
Yeah.
But like, I really did thank her, because I'm like, yo, like, I felt like I needed to go through those things to become the person I am today.
Right.
And I don't hold anything back against her. If anything, like, we can talk about like anything. Like, we can sit down and talk about anything, like, no problem. Like, real mature, like, 2 mature people. Because she's a cool person, and I'm really cool with her sister to this day, and I'm actually really cool with her family. I'm like no toxic shit. Like, we're just like cool as fuck. But like, just that whole situation really fucked me up emotionally, and it did fuck up my relationship with a lot of other females. And it definitely made me act out in a way where it's like, yo, I don't even care about other females' like emotions at all.
Oh, I feel that.
You know what I'm saying?
You think
like, I don't.
You think that caused you to change your view on marriage, that relationship?
Oh,
that's
good
a great question.
That's a good question.
That's a loaded question, bro. I feel like he was waiting on that one.
The whispering angel.
Did that change? No, bro. My view in marriage has been like pretty much
set.
Yeah, pretty much set. Right? I was gonna say like solidified or some shit. Solidified. Yeah, I'm smart. No, but yeah, no. They've been so my whole view on marriage has kind of been brought out since I was a kid, right? My mom, she's a single mother. My father dipped out on her like when I was literally a toddler, 1 year old, 2 year old, right? So for me, it was just like always wondering like, yo, where's daddy at? Blah, blah, blah. Like I never, I wondered that when I was a young child.
Right.
But then I seeked out my father. I looked for him. I like literally went to fucking Ecuador.
Did you really?
Yeah, found him, spoke to him and everything.
Oh, wow.
Because when you grow up as a single kid, never knowing your father, like you see all these other fathers going around, and it's like you at least want to know who the person that you essentially like the image that you were made in, right? And then because you want to like know like, yo, like this is my dad or whatever. For me, once I met him and once we had the conversation or whatever, it completely just like I was good. Like I was good. I knew exactly
you got your clarity.
Who he was. I got my what'd you say?
Your clarity, your closure.
My closure. Yeah, I got my closure, right? So for me, I was just like, yo, listen, like the guy is good. He's cool, but he's not my father and he's never gonna be my father.
Did you see a part of yourself in him or no?
Definitely in like athleticism, like just like physicality, I guess. But that's where it started and it just ended. Cause I'm like, besides that, I'm nothing like him. And I don't even know who he is. And like he's never been there to raise me from like that from like just that side up, right? And then for me, that really cemented my ideas on marriage, where I was just like, yo, listen, like I don't know, like I also did not have the greatest relationship with my mother, like growing up. I'd say like we weren't really close. Like she was an amazing mother, don't get me wrong. She did everything for me. Just like communication wise, we did not fit well together. So like when I went to meet my father, I was like, bro, like, no offense. Like, I know why, like to my mother, but like, I know why you're not with her. You know what I'm saying? Because like she's a hard person to live with. And like, I would have never wanted them to be together anyways, because it wouldn't have worked out. So that's where my whole ideology behind marriage comes from, where it's just like, yo, if my parents couldn't make it, like how the fuck could I make it? Right. Which is kind of like a pussy mentality to look at it. What were you gonna say?
Nah, yeah, I have a question for you, bro. Like,
what's up?
Like, who in your life like fulfilled that role as a father figure since your dad wasn't around?
So when you grow up without a father figure, you are asking yourself like, who could fill up this role, right? And then you're also looking at, yo, who's my mom dating type shit, right? My mom didn't even date a lot. So for me, I watched a lot of television. So I guess a lot of like my father figure like role models came from
like actors.
From like actors or like watching people on TV or like specifically like strong role model or like male models in my life, which was my Uncle Dennis. And this is where my real topic on marriage really gets hit, because I remember one day we were sitting down with my mother and everything, and they asked me like, yo, he's like 30, 32 or whatever, and I'm like probably like 9 or 11, and then he's like,
he's a bachelor.
Yeah, he was a bachelor. He was a bachelor, bro, and he was like, yo, listen, like, this is my view on marriage is like, yo, it's just a piece of paper, it's a construct, it doesn't matter, blah blah blah, all the things I said on the last podcast, right?
Circle of life, bro.
So for me, I was like, yo, this is a smart individual. Like my uncle is not dumb by no means. Like, he did live with his parents for a long time, but like he always worked on self-improving himself, physically, you know, emotionally, like on many different aspects. And I looked up to him for it, because he was like the older brother, I guess, or like, you know, almost like a older like father figure to a certain extent. But he never tried to, you know, be that for me. You know what I'm saying? He just tried to be there like a cool like cousin.
Try to guide you.
Yeah, trying to guide me. So when I heard him say that, I'm like, yo, like he makes a great point, right? So that kind of really lived with me throughout my whole life. And then the motherfucker got married last year.
Why did he fold like that? Damn.
Yeah, right. I'm like, yo, he folded. But nah, but he I don't think he folded, man. And that's like that's why I'm not like, I say I don't believe in marriage and all this shit like right now, because that's really how I do feel about it. But I'm not closed-minded I'm not married to any ideas either. Right? I'm an open-minded person. So for me, maybe I could get married in like 5-10 years. Maybe my views might change. Maybe like the laws will change against marriage or some shit, right? Or maybe I'll just find a better, clever way to go about it that just doesn't involve the government, which is for me just the biggest factor in marriage.
So how did all of that affect your current relationships now? Like your mindset coming into those current relationships now?
So for me, it was just literally what we talked about last time. It's just really really, when you're looking at females and you're trying to be in a relationship, you have to evaluate them, bro. Right. You have to evaluate them, which means like you have to really like once you've impressed them, once you know how to impress them, once you know how to talk to them, once you know how to get them, you know what I'm saying? Once you've essentially sold yourself to them as to why you're a high value individual, as to why they should be with you, right? Now, why the fuck should they be with me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the question I'm asking myself. Yeah, like self-reflection. Like, you know, like I've worked so hard on myself. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I've proved all these things to you. You know what I'm saying? Because, and I'll give my example, which is my girl, right? My girl, I slid into so many girls' DMs, bro. And I was honestly just trying to clap cheeks when it came to my girl, bro. Yes, sir. I was trying to get in and out ASAP, bro. Yeah. And she was making it very hard and very difficult. And she was like, oh, hey, listen, like, she's like, I was texting her, yo, hey, let's go out. Let's meet up. We'll get to know each other over drinks or whatever right after your long day of work. And then she said, yeah. She said, yeah, she's with it. So like, I'm over here. It's 11 o'clock.
Yeah, you thinking you're getting cheeks?
And I'm thinking I'm getting cheeks. I'm thinking I'm going to go out, bro. Yeah. She hits me back and she's like, oh, yeah, you know, I'm not feeling it today, blah, 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 or whatever. So when a girl slacks on you like that, bro, you know, which happens to a lot of guys many, many different times, I had to sit here and just lay it down, like seriously, like not be very blunt with her.
Yeah, tell her straight up.
Which I told her, I was like, hey, listen, like, you know, we did set a date for tonight and I took time out of my day and I respect my time and my time is very valuable to me, right? So when somebody slacks on it, I feel like they're not respecting my time. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, are you going to disrespect my time or like what's going on? Like, I don't know, like, but I'm just letting, like, I was like, I'm letting her know. And then she was like, oh yeah, you know, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. She's like, yeah, you know, like I totally understand that. When I said that to her, I think it like just switched something in her brain where he's like, yeah, he's not like any other motherfucker.
He's an alpha male. Okay.
Yeah, type shit. Like, you know, because
you know what you want, bro.
Yeah, she's like, you know, he knows what he wants.
Time and she knows that too.
And she knows that too now, you know. So after that, she just told me, she just kind of came at me very straight up. She's like, listen, like, you know, I don't know you that well enough to like go out with you. She's like, but I don't want you to feel like I'm wasting your time or whatever, blah, blah, blah. So she's like, I just want you to really like know that clear. So I was like, all right, cool, we're clear. And then I didn't think I was going to talk to her ever again, bro, after that. Because I was just like, yo, listen, like, she was made it very clear that she's not comfortable enough.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not really trying to, like, go overboard on, like, oh, like,
like chasing her type shit.
Yeah, like, chasing her, like, OD, because you know, there's many other females to fucking chase, bro. And honestly, I'm not over here, like, looking for a girlfriend either, so I don't see why I put in so much effort.
Right, like, I was going to ask you that. Like, even though she slacked on you those times, right, what made you want to come back?
COVID, bro.
You said COVID?
COVID, bro. It was a drought, bro. Females was not trying to go out. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was COVID, bro. I'm over here, like, grasping for straws, bro. So I was just DMing a bunch. And then we started talking. So I DM'd her, and she responds back. And then I sit here, and I'm like, yo, I was trying to get her more comfortable with me, right? Because, you know, females ain't trying to go out during COVID. They're all, and she had this whole scarce mentality. We're like, yo, we're going to die she quarantined her house for like 3 months, did not leave. Oh, shit. She got shit ordered to her door, everything, bro.
My girl was that same way. She like took COVID like super serious.
So like, serious. Like, which they should have. Yeah. Which they should have.
Like they double masked. They had hand sanitizers everywhere. Like freaking what's it called? Alcohol wipes, everything. Alcohol wiped the freaking
they had the
doorknob, bro. Alcohol wiped the freaking car door handle, everything, bro.
Facts, bro. Yeah, so she took it just as seriously, like literally doing all those things and quarantining and everything. So my thing is like, yo, how can I get her attention or make her feel more comfortable? Which she stated to me, right? So I'm listening to her. I'm like, yo, like, what does this girl need? She told me she needs to feel more comfortable. How can I make her feel more comfortable, right? So my thing was like, all right, you know what? I'm going to call her. I'm going to just try to call her through the Instagram DMs and see if she picks up.
Okay.
And then just see what happens from that point on, right? Did not respond to me. I made sure we were texting first so that when I called, it wasn't like, oh,
she was already on her phone, right?
Okay. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's already on her phone. All she has to do is pick up. So then she was like, hey, sorry I didn't pick up, blah, blah, blah. And then she told me again that she didn't feel comfortable, like, I guess, like, picking up. She's like shy, like, or whatever the fuck. I was like, either she's fucking making excuses or she fucking her ex or some shit, blah, 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 whatever. So I was like, you know what? I do hear her out. So I'm like, fucking this sun. God damn it. All right. So I'm
right in your eye, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like, that sun is killing me. But so my plan, and you know, I try to like strategize, I guess. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna send her voice notes, just voice notes. I'm just gonna send her so she can hear my voice and she can listen to it. And then maybe she'll respond to a voice note.
You taking up all the tricks out the sleeve,
fire.
man. Yo,
yeah,
fire,
bro. You know,
a lot of guys won't put that much effort into talking to one specific girl.
But it's not a lot of effort. I'm just, instead of texting, I'm just throwing a voice note in.
Yo, but listen, when it comes to like DMing a bunch of girls for a guy, that's like sending more than one text. Guys are afraid to send a double text. They're like, oh, I'm looking too thirsty.
Oh, I don't care, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't care about like double texting and all that shit. But here's my thing: is I'm not gonna double text like 5 minutes, 10 minutes later. You know what I'm saying? Like if I send a DM out, I'll give it a day or two or whatever. Cool, no response. Then I'll come back like a day or two later. I'll look at the story. You know what I'm saying? I'll try to make a comment about the story, something funny, something lighthearted, just something so that I really also get to know her and she gets to know me too. Because I don't fucking know. She's a random fucking girl. I just looked at her Instagram for like 2 minutes and probably liked what I saw, right? You know what I'm saying? No response. Then the third one is my last one, bro. Like maybe I'll wait a week or whatever, you know, because who the fuck knows what people are going through in their lives, right?
True.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe you could wait 2-3 weeks. It don't matter. Like I don't take it personally, right? I don't know what she's going through. You know, I'll just send like another message, another cute thing. If by the third time it just hasn't, then it's just like, bro, like I'm not gonna try again. Fuck that. The boat has sailed. So for me, it's like I'm not afraid to try. And for sure, when I first started doing DMs like that, bro, believe me, I fucking sucked, bro. Like I sucked, bro. Like I know everything I said was whack.
What's your pickup line? What's your go-to pickup line?
Oh my god, this is the fucking one, bro. This is the fucking one.
Let's hear it.
I don't have a go-to pickup line, but I'm gonna give y'all a corny ass one. This may or may not work, but this shit got me laid, bro. I promise you, this shit got me fucking laid.
Let's get a drum roll here.
This is $1 million video right here, man. He's giving up free game.
Oh my god, hold on.
Let's go.
All right, y'all ready?
I'm ready. You guys ready?
Y'all ready?
Ready for this?
Y'all ready? Is your name Ranch?
No.
Cause you be dressing.
Oh, you a pickup line type dude. I like that, dog.
Bro.
So you take the pickup line route.
What?
You take the pickup line.
That is a pickup line though. That's a corny ass pickup line. Mind you, that shit didn't work a lot of the times, but it did get me laid. So,
bro, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I have no game. If I were to do a pickup line, my shit would be like, yo, you like Philly cheesesteak? And I'll just end it right there.
A pickup line can be anything, bro. The real point of a pickup line is it's just an icebreaker, right? And women, like, I'd say like women are so used to like guys that are intimidated by them so easily that when you make them feel uncomfortable or you put them in an uncomfortable position,
hit them by surprise,
you catch them by surprise, and now they're all fidgeting. Now they're in the friend zone position essentially, right? Like the beta male position, right? So it's like, you know, like why are girls so attracted to Christian Grey, right? Is it because he looks like a serial killer? I don't fucking know. Is it because of his looks? Probably not. Probably at first glance, but no, it's because he's serious. You know, the way he speaks, his tonality, right? The way he stands, the way he carries himself, and then, you know, like, and then he's got the money and all that shit. But it's really, how does he make her feel when she's with him? Right. So it's like, that's what I try to do when I approach a female, and through DMs and online game, like, it's hard to do that. So sitting here, and how is she gonna get more comfortable? I'm gonna send the voice notes because she's gonna hear my voice, and either she likes my voice or she fucking don't. I've had girls try to like sit here and be like, oh, like you sound like this and that or whatever. Bro, I laugh, bro. Like that's funny to me, and then I'll just respond like, oh, that's cute. You know, like, and then I'll just ask her a question.
Yo, for all the viewers out there, what's your go-to pickup line? Let us know in the comments.
Spam that comment section.
Facts. I want to know. I want to know.
To bounce off that Christian Grey thing.
Wait. What's your guys' pickup line?
For me, if I'm DMing a girl, right?
Yeah.
The one thing I try to do, the best I can, is try to find something in common that I could talk about. Like, instead of just doing a pickup line or like leaving a hard eyes, you know, I'll try to find it. I'll try to like look through their Instagram profile and see if I can find something that's kind of common, and then I'll start the conversation there. Cool. You know.
Y'all want to play a game? Well, what would you do?
Are we DMing girls right now?
No, we're not DMing. We're not.
Bro, we're in relationship. What are you talking
nobody's
about?
fucking DMing.
I'm joking.
Bro, my girl, bro, from Russia, DMs, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what they do out there, bro? Her father's a cop, bro.
Oh shit.
Bro, their laws ain't as relaxed as over here, bro.
What's your pickup line,
bro,
Steve?
My pickup lines is trash, bro. Like, since I'm an introvert, it's hard for me to like just go and DM somebody because like I have no icebreaker with whatever to say. It's easier for me just to talk to somebody in person and they get to know who I am.
Right.
Like it's way easier for me to express myself that way.
I think girls like awkward guys sometimes.
I think it's good. The thing is that in this day with the pandemic and everything,
it makes it hard.
It's so fucking hard.
Bro,
you know
I
what I'm
looked out,
saying?
man. I looked out. I got a girl from before all that shit happened.
Yeah, but
I
like
need some sunglasses on you, bro.
no, bro, this fucking
you need?
It's crazy. No, I can stay right here. I can stay right here. All right, so this is what I was gonna do. I was gonna be like, all right, so we can put our shit to the test. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying I'm great.
You're looking up girls' profiles?
Yeah, let's just look at girls' profiles and then just like pick any random one. I don't know. Should I just go to your followers?
Sure.
Or should I just go to your boy?
Don't expose me like that, bro.
Your boy Juan's page.
Yeah.
Hold up, what's his page?
Just go to Yvan's followers.
Juan Cateno?
Yeah.
I believe.
I don't know if you could type in Juan.
Oh fuck, you can't type this shit in.
That's whack.
Just pick girl.
All right, just pick any fucking random girl.
Yeah, let's expose this guy real quick. Oh,
all right.
Who's that, bro?
All right, let's just pick this girl. All right.
Okay.
Whether you like her or you don't, I don't fucking care. She's random. We all fucking saw this shit. All right, cool. So now, what are you looking at? So immediately, I know she's Dominican.
Right.
Cool. So Dominican puns, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
You can see right here, she's 25. She likes to travel.
25,
you know?
Likes to travel.
You can see that she's really good at taking pictures. She does some modeling.
Oh wow, sounds like you know a lot about her, bro.
No, I'm looking at her profile, bro. Relax, come on.
He's looking at her profile.
You know what I'm saying? Like
literally. You know what I'm saying?
Off this, I would.
Boom! You got so much content. Look, you know she's Dominican. You know she's 25. You know she's been to San Fran. You know she's been to Montreal. So she likes traveling.
She went to Cuba too.
Clearly, this is what a lot of girls like to do. They all like to travel.
Yo, what do you guys look at first when you look at a girl? Like what features do you look at first?
These are the things I'm looking at right now when I look at a girl's profile. If I like the features I'm looking at, usually, bro, I'm not gonna front. I like white girls with like fat butts and like and like small waist, pretty face with a big bang.
How about you, Steve?
Honestly, like I like any girl out there. Like I think.
But like, what are the features that you really look for?
So wait, just real quick, just
my bad.
Just for your viewers, like, what would you say? What would you DM? What would you DM on her thing? Like you said, like you're trying to be creative. Yeah, I'm not gonna be here like, oh my god, you're so pretty, oh mommy, blah blah blah, you're beautiful, oh big bank. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna say none of that. I see that she likes to travel, right?
Yeah.
So I'll probably go off the photo shoot stuff that she does, man. I'll probably be like, we should collab sometime maybe for a photo shoot.
Let's collab sometime for a photo shoot?
Yeah.
That's fucking sus, bro. That is so sus.
Not a some OnlyFans
photo shoot,
but it's
bro.
good. It's good. See, you're trying, bro. And that's the thing is when you first try this shit, it's not fucking easy. Like,
it takes me a minute to send that DM.
Yeah,
man.
You're gonna have a lot of shit. For me, like I only spend like 2 minutes looking at this shit, and then I'll see if I even like her. If I like her page, and I'll be like, cool. So I'll be like, all right. So I know this joke. I forgot it. So I just see Montreal, right? And I'm just thinking about like something I had in Montreal, like some poutine, right?
Poutine, yes.
Poutine, right? So I could just make a comment about Putin or some shit, right? Or like how was like, I think I saw you in Montreal. How's the poutine?
I think I saw you in Montreal. Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
All right. Yeah. You probably get a response
like,
out of that.
You remember me from Montreal? How's the poutine?
Yeah, okay.
Right? I don't fucking know her. She definitely doesn't know me. We never met in Montreal, but I'm already creating a narrative in her head like, oh shit, like, do I know him? Where do we know each other from?
Okay.
She's going to respond.
Right.
Because I just, like, she wants to know what the fuck the answer to that shit is, right? Yeah. So that's just in my head what I'm thinking immediately, like right there. Like if I want to get a response, right? Then I'll be
mind
like
games over here, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Then I'll be like, I mean, it is like it's a game, right? It's online gaming, right? It's essentially.
How about you, Steve? What you saying?
What I'm saying
Shoot
is
your
like,
shot.
I don't know. The first picture looks cool. I'm like, yo, where'd you get that dress from? It's all sparkly and shit.
All right, cool. Let's look at what all the other guys are saying. Look, love this look. All right, well, these are all shorties, bro. There's no guys here.
Yo, you ever see girls' pages? All her friends just be like gassing their friends up and be like, yes,
yeah,
I want your body. I want to be you. I want to take over your life.
Yo,
man.
guys don't do that, bro. Guys don't do that, man.
Where my guys at? Guys at? All right, cool. So we got all our perspectives on that. So what was the other question you're gonna ask?
I was gonna ask, damn.
You're gonna ask me something.
I was gonna ask you, like, what would be your catchphrase coming into that?
My catchphrase?
Yeah.
Bro, I don't even know, man.
Your catchphrase, you pick up line?
Yeah, you pick up
my catchphrase, I have no idea, bro. It would just be like, where'd you get these pictures taken? Some shit like that.
Where'd you get these pictures taken? What camera is that?
I have no type of game. I'll just be on Google and shit looking up pickup lines, to be honest with you.
Let me ask you something, because you're from what I know from you, you're a pretty extroverted guy, very easygoing, very social. Like, for a guy like Steve, right? Someone that's very introverted, how would you help them build up their self-esteem, talking to approach women?
Believe it or not,
public or
I'm actually
online?
An introverted person.
Are you really?
Yeah, I mean, I spend a lot of time by myself. I spent a lot of time in high school. Like, I know I had like friends and stuff like that, but like I do spend like a lot of time by myself thinking about kind of how to improve myself, because I have a lot of racing thoughts, right? They don't all lead to anxiety, but I just like have a lot of ideas and I have a lot of energy. But for me, also, like, going here and DMing girls, bro, like, it is fucking like a little scary, bro, because you're scared of like, yo, what is she gonna tell her friends? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, all this shit. Once you just let these things go, right? Because they don't matter. And like at the end of the day, it's just a DM. She gets a million. She probably gets a lot of them.
Oh yeah.
So I just need to make one of them stand out. And my thing is literally just do exactly what we just did, bro. I don't know this girl. You know what I'm saying? Like my thing with the whole poutine thing is I just saw the Montreal thing and I just took it. And I genuinely have been to Montreal, and I actually do love Montreal. So I can start a conversation over Montreal, right?
Right.
And it doesn't even have to be creepy or forward. Like, there are steps to, like, you know,
elevating the conversation.
Elevating the conversation, right? But first, I need to figure out who she is. You know, is she even interested? Is she not interested? Right? Because when she sees my message, she's not gonna respond back immediately.
Right.
She's gonna go into my profile and she's gonna look at my profile and be like, oh, okay, what does he look like? You know, what does he do? You know, like, is he a high value dude? You know, essentially these are questions they're asking themselves in their head. Because if they see, like, if all right, I'm like, not to be racist or whatever, but like if my like profile was like just some Indian guy, right? You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of dudes say weird stuff, but if I'm just like some, I don't say anything, but just if I was just some weird guy that had like a weird sketchy profile, she's not gonna respond to me, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right? But I have following. I have people that comment on my shit, so I look like a real person.
What if we take the situation and take it into a public situation, like at a bar or something? You know, you're a guy that has a lot of, like, you're very intimidated by the thought of talking to a woman or just even approaching them. You know?
Yeah.
Like, what would be your advice to somebody like that?
Bro, talk to Todd V.
Todd V.
Talk to Todd V, bro, because that's not me, bro.
I mean, what is your
I'm more of an online guy.
Yeah, like for when you were single, right?
Yeah.
And you were walking into a club, what was usually your mentality? Was it just, I'm going here to have fun, or I'm going here to get shorties tonight?
It's literally, if I'm going out clubbing, I'm only going here to have fun, right?
Good.
And the only times I'd probably hook up at a club would be with mutual friends of friends, right? Like, not like a random female. Like, I'm not going in like, yo, like, that girl looking pretty bad. Like, let me go talk to her and shit like that. Like, that's not where my strength lies.
Okay.
But if I take the same mentality that I take, the same approach that I took towards like DMing, right? Which is, bro, it's scary at first. Yeah. If anything, this is a lot easier than that because that's a lot more personal. And like I had a girl literally sit here, and I remember I was, and this is like kind of almost like scarring, bro. I was like in 7th grade, bro. And yeah, it's like my first like public party that I'm going to, and I go up to this like 13-year-old girl or whatever. And I'm like, hey, do you want to dance?
Oh yeah.
She gave me like a look.
She gave it up,
and then did not move. Like I was a creep, bro. And I'm like,
no response,
okay, nothing, bro.
Damn.
Get the fuck out of
bro,
here,
but listen, that shit shuts you off, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're like, yo, like fuck that. I tried that.
You should have grabbed her best friend and started dancing with her.
So I grabbed her best friend and started dancing with her. I swear to God, I did.
Oh shit,
yeah, bro. I swear to God, I did. But that wasn't even a game. Like her friend was actually just more into me than I was into her. So she was like, with it.
I just think a lot of guys going into the club, their mindset is not what you had. Like they're thinking like, I'm coming here strictly to get girls. You know, so when they end up not getting girls in the club, it really like hurts their ego.
Yo, honestly, I think that's like the wrong mindset to have going in anywhere.
Yeah. Like, the thing is, you could have all the game in the world, but like, you know, you go and you just have a bad night.
Yeah, it might not be your night.
It just might not be your night. You know, then also like I said, like you have to really value like evaluate that girl, right? When you're in a club, there's a lot of music. It's hard to even speak to her. Right. So like for me, the club vibe, I think that's the hardest vibe to go to. Plus, anytime a girl goes out, she's either going out with her friend.
True.
You have to deal with the friend too, the clingy friend. So you got to keep her entertained.
Yeah.
At the same time, so you're managing a lot of different things.
Yeah.
When you're at a club, I think an easier approach
is a bar
towards females would be not even a bar. It would be literally just like going out and getting coffee, bro. Like just go like everyday activities, right? Like you run or like you do something like basically like, all right, so like I have a dog, right? So I can literally just go jogging and then I can just talk to some girl. Like just randomly.
Oh,
just
dogs
like,
are a perfect segue.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But just like a random conversation. And then whatever it builds up to.
Everybody got to get a dog now.
Yeah, everybody about to get a dog. No, bro, don't do it. Yo, dogs are so much work. But like, yeah, I get her Instagram. And then from there I could just game her from Instagram. But she's gonna know what my personality is like.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, just don't be afraid to just go out and just try to meet new people, because for me it was very hard and it's very weird at first, and I get that, and I still get that. It doesn't ever go away.
Yeah.
It's just, do I really care? And the answer is no. I care about my time more than I care about looking stupid. You know what I'm saying? What's this thing Confucius said? It was like, thee who asks a question may look stupid for 5 minutes, but thee who never asks a question is stupid forever.
True.
Yeah,
that's
true.
deep, man.
Right? So it's that's like, deep. For me, like that's the same mentality like I had. Like I was just like, dude, I don't fucking know these females. I'm gonna DM all of them and see what I get back.
Right.
And at the end of the day, I didn't send no dick pics out.
Don't do that, man.
I didn't
that
do
shit
none of
don't
that.
work.
I didn't say nothing hateful toward them.
Yeah.
If they don't respond to me, I'm not gonna be like, oh, yo, you think you're stuck up? You think you all that? Like, nah, I'm not gonna do any of that. It is what it is.
I think a lot of guys are also afraid of rejection, man.
And listen, and for the story with my female, right? With my girl rejected me 3 times, bro. I didn't clap cheeks till like 9, 10, 12 months sliding her DMs.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's
be persistent.
Real dedication, guys.
Yo,
so be persistent.
This guy can do it. You guys can do it
Be
too.
persistent.
Yes, sir.
I guarantee you, my girl knows this story. I love telling this fucking story. Cause she thinks I won't. I definitely will.
Who influenced you? Like, who influenced your game though? Like, where did you get these tips and everything that you use in real life from?
Bro, you never heard his story, bro. His uncle's a G, bro.
My uncle.
Oh, your uncle was training you?
Definitely a G. No, he didn't train me, but I could definitely. He definitely got females, bro. Like mad females. But the person who really laid down the foundation between being a high valued man, like understanding like DMing, understanding female psychology, definitely Todd Valentine. Todd V, yeah. Todd V show. That dude is really, really smart. He's on YouTube. Follow him for free. Watch his videos for free. I do a lot of my like self-growth, right? By watching content that provides me value. And that's what I try to do for others too. So things I learned that I actually apply in my life and I see results in it, those are the things I talk about. I don't like talking about things that don't work. Or if they don't work, then maybe you'll know that they don't work. You know what I'm saying?
Do you ever do any like self-reflecting? Because we were talking about this on our podcast yesterday. Like he was talking about journaling. Like at the end of the day, just writing down your thoughts and where you're at in your life and then looking back at it.
I think it's powerful to do journaling, and I actually have been thinking about doing a lot more writing. Right now, in terms of writing, I've done a lot more scripting my podcast. So really like outlining what I'm going to talk about, what I'm going to say, how is it going to impact other people, how am I going to grab their attention? How am I going to keep it? And then how can they go take it and then share it or apply it or use it in real life things. Your podcast is essentially a journal though. Yeah, it's basically a whole journal. That's the way I think about it. That's why you're asking me that. I'm like, yeah, like when my podcast doesn't have the good quality, then it's like, it's not somebody, like if somebody says, you said like, oh, your podcast wasn't good, like, yeah, it could be offensive or whatever because it's my work and it's personal. But it's like, yo, like how hard did I really work on that episode? You know what I'm saying? Like, did I put a lot of effort into it? Yeah, taking a step back and looking at yourself, right? Yeah, and for a long time, I didn't put a lot of it. I just wanted to see. It's such a big learning curve, learning how to edit and all those things. So you have to kind of focus things little by little first, right? You got to get good at editing first. You got to get good at this first, and then you get good at speaking. The more you do it, and then you just are good at outlining and scripting, and then at the same time, you have to manage your real life. Right? You know what I'm saying? Your money in real life, the money you make in real life, the relationships you have in real life. Right. So listen, life's just a journey, and it's good to just share and creatively flow.
For sure. Like also finding out what your weaknesses are, like figuring out what spots you're weak in, like what can I improve on myself, you know? And that also comes into like the game and the female thing, because like females, they look for these high qualities in men, you know? And then it's hard to really like think about it from another person's point of view, like, oh, I'm weak at this. I'm not good at this.
So I'm gonna ask you a pretty loaded question. Both you guys a pretty loaded question. What is your relationship? What is your weakness in your relationship? Like from you? Like in the relationship you have with your partner, right? Where would you say your weakness lie?
My weakness.
You want to go first?
Or if you're ready, just go.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Locked in.
Go for it.
Let's go.
I'm locked and loaded. I think my two weaknesses are basically, you know, communicating to my girl that, you know, since I'm doing all this podcasting, right, and she be texting me a lot of times, right, she feels like I don't care about her or something like that, right?
Okay.
She thinks I'm not giving her enough attention, but I just reassure her like, yo, I'm busy, just like how when you are busy, right? I respect you. I respect what you do.
But that's her weaknesses towards you. What are the weaknesses you think that you have that you actually have in the relationship?
I think my weakness is I think that's one of the weaknesses, and also another weakness is like just my health. Like she's really been like transforming her whole body these past 2 years, and like I've been like looking at myself and I'm like, yo, I'm like eating bad shit. I just went to Texas, bro, and I was eating like barbecue brisket, mac and cheese, bro. And she's like vegan, and she changed her whole lifestyle. Like I could see like her whole progress through these 2 years, and she's running like every day and stuff. She has like her own workout bench that she bought recently. And like I'm just looking at myself like, damn, bro, I'm falling behind. I'm lacking in this area of my life and our relationship. Like I want to be here for her. Like when I'm 70, I don't want to be like in a wheelchair or some shit with diabetes. That's what I'm thinking.
That's fucking, bro. That's really great self-awareness, bro. It's good that you sit here and like think like so strongly about it. And now that you've said it, and that's probably the hardest step, to sit here and really admit that to yourself. And then the second step is really going out and doing it, right? And the best part is that, yo, listen, you have a girl that does it. You know what I'm saying? Like you're the closest person to you is the person that does those things, and you feel motivated by that girl to do that. Because my girl, she works out every day. She works out more than I do. And I swear to God, bro, every day I don't work out, I feel the same fucking way. I'm like, bro, like, babe, like I'm gonna go work out. And I started jogging, and jogging really clears your head. And it gets you in this good creative flow. So like definitely like go out and
bro.
jog.
Honestly, with my girl, I think if we move in together, I would like adopt some of the habits she has, because like I don't mind eating vegan food. For me, it's just the food I eat has to be convenient, right? And that's the biggest factor for me. I don't want to spend time cooking, right, by myself. Yeah. But if I made it an activity with my girl, maybe I can make that into a habit, and maybe as a side effect, I'll improve my health.
Yeah. I think it's good that first and foremost you're doing it for yourself, right? And then it's also good because it'll help your relationship with your girl. My girl loves to cook, and the compromise I have with my girl is, hey babe, you'll cook and I'll do the dishes.
Okay.
Because the funnest part about cooking is cooking. The worst part about cooking is doing the dishes. So she's creatively and good with like cooking the food, then I'll fucking do the dishes, because you know, it's an even trade-off, and we've agreed on that, right? So it's like, and then there are some times where we'll also create, she's so creative, she goes on TikTok, she likes to look at dishes, we'll create a dish together.
Oh, that's dope,
like,
man.
Like as like a date, instead of like going out and spending money, like we'll just be like, fuck it, we'll do this together. We could do it better than the fucking restaurants anyways.
Yeah, Low-key be doing the same thing with those TikTok dishes,
trying out some shit.
Bro.
Those come out fire sometimes, man.
Oh yeah, bro.
So what about you?
For me, man, I think my biggest weakness in the relationship is being very vulnerable with her, and like being able to communicate what's in my head when it's not something positive, you know? Because one thing that I've been struggling with in my own head this past 2 months is like, I know like my girl is a little older than me, right? I'm 23, she's 25. So she has a little bit of a head start, and she is on a different career path as me. She's a teacher, right? So I already know she's making way more than me. I mean, I'm literally making like nothing right now. You know what I'm saying? So in my head, it really messes with me. And it took me a long time to really like break it down and tell that to her, you know?
Okay, to open up to her about it. Yeah.
And it really like held me back, and it was causing a lot of like negative pressure on myself. And that's something that I never really had to deal with, because I was always busy. But now that I'm not really, I don't have like something scheduled for me every day. It's like I'm sitting at home. It's like, oh man, like this is really weighing me down. Like this is really a lot of weight on my shoulders that is stopping me from like taking that next step because I'm just not motivated to do it.
Yeah.
And then when I finally told her about it, like she really helped bring me up, you know? She really did. And I really needed that push, man. Because that's something that I always dealt with, like communicating my feelings.
Yeah.
You know, it's not something that I was always comfortable with. Even when it comes to like talking to my boys, like I feel I don't know if it's an ego thing or just as a man, like it's something that I'm not really comfortable with.
Accustomed to, yeah.
Accustomed to, yeah.
Who the fuck would teach you that shit? Nobody does.
Right, man. And that's something that you have to kind of learn on your own. And it took me a while, bro. For real.
That's what I was telling you, bro. Like with journaling, right? Sometimes guys are not comfortable with feeling the emotions that they feel. So when you journal and you look back, you reflect on it and you see why you were feeling that way. And then later on, maybe you'll get more comfortable to speak it to your boys now that you're feeling that emotion, right? Now you understand it. Now you can go and talk to somebody else, right?
Exactly.
And now you can go and talk to your girl.
Yeah.
And it just starts off with like yourself.
Yeah, and that's something.
And now y'all got an outlet. Now y'all got a podcast to sit here. You have a reason to write it down so that you can sit here and put it out there, connect with other people and help them. And at the end of the day, you just have to do the things that you guys know that you need to improve on.
Right.
Because when people see change, people will be inspired by it, and then they're going to make that change themselves, right?
Yeah.
So, like, you know, you having issues speaking with your boys. I mean, now we've had a fucking great conversation speaking about a lot of shit that might make a lot of people feel uncomfortable. And, like, you're shining through on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know you're not making a lot of money right now, but, and this is the same thing with me, like, I guess being on TikTok and shit, right? I'm making $0 fucking dollars on TikTok, bro. I put mad time on TikTok. I put mad time on my podcast. I'm making, like, maybe a few dollars, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy. And it's like, so why the fuck am I doing it if I'm not seeing any progress, right? And it's because I love it. Like, I actually really love it. I love doing it. I love being creative. I love learning something new every single day.
Right.
And then I know that if I just invest my time into it and I really just make the quality good, then people are going to reach out. People, you know, you guys have reached out. I've had a lot of people reach out to me. I can see that just in my circles, right, of people that I communicate with.
Yeah.
Are reaching out in a positive way. So I know that even if it's not getting the views, even if I'm not meeting the algorithms yet, like, which I'm learning to like do those things, it's gonna pay off. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So, and you can say you're 23, she's 25. You have 2 years before you have to worry about like all that shit.
But as a man, that's what I'm saying. Like as a man, like I want to be the one to provide. Like that's just how I was raised. You know?
Yeah.
That's like a thing that's really big in the Philippines. Like in the Philippines, a lot of women they like stay home, and take care of the kids. So that's
like housewife.
Like housewife. And that's like a vulnerability that I took with me from my past relationships into this relationship too, which is why I was gonna say like I had my guard up really high when I first met this girl. You know, I knew that I really liked her. She was proving herself every single day, but for me it was like, man, I have a lot of vulnerabilities that I'm not ready to share yet.
I feel you.
So I'm not sure if I'm ready to take this into a relationship where I have to share everything with you. But every day I'm growing and I'm figuring out the best ways for me to communicate, whether it's through like whether it's through actions or through my words. But I'm just learning every day. It's a process, you know.
Yo, how long did it take you, bro, to open up to her, to your girl, just about how you feel and stuff like that?
About that specific thing about her being on her career already, it took me like 2 years, man.
2 years, really? So it was just recent that you opened up to her?
Because it was never really something that hit me that hard until it was to the point where I'm not making any money, because I was working before.
Yeah.
But now I'm not making any money. And now I feel like when I go out, like it's really hurting the pocket when I take her out. And it's like, damn, I don't want to tell her like shit. I don't know if I could afford this date.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or I don't know if I can afford to buy this for you or for our anniversary, you know? And it's something that like, it hits me hard, like deep, because I've never really been in that position before. But it's something that it's a hard pill to swallow. But I know that it's not gonna be forever, you know.
I don't know exactly how that feels, but I know that with my girl, I made it like just very clear to her that I'm cheap as fuck, bro. Like I don't care how much money she thinks I have. Like I'm always gonna be cheap as fuck, bro, because I rather invest in my future than anything else. And it's like when we do go out and we do these things, we know that we earned it, bro. So I like to live.
Right.
I like to make her think that I live like I'm fucking like a bum, essentially. But I'm always so ambitious, bro. And I do feel like that. I have those days where I feel like, yo, bro, like I don't know where I'm going to be 4 years from now, bro. Like, I don't know if this is going to make me money or whatever. But when I changed my attitude about it and I'm talking to my girl about it, bro, she can see it. She can feel my energy and she can see to my eyes, yo, this motherfucker is ambitious. He's got conviction. You know what I'm saying? This is what he brings into the relationship at the same time. Right. Like, why the fuck am I going to let that go? You know what I'm saying? Like, who was her last dude that she was with? Because he ain't like me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, like, and I have that competitive mindset too, where I'm just like, always like, all right, cool. Like, I don't necessarily compare myself to like her exes or whatever. And like, if they're cool, good to them or whatever. But I'm like, how was the last dude that treated you compared to the guy that she's with now, which is me, right?
You actually asked her that?
How do I treat her? What?
You actually asked her that question?
Yeah. Oh yeah. We go into exes. Like we have a really like open communication about shit like that. So like, I told her about my past, this whole thing and everything. You know, and I told her, I'm like, yo, listen, like, you also have to accept the fact that me and my ex are like cool too, to a certain extent, right? You know, you can't be getting jealous or shit like that. Like, you have to know that I'm also like not about like spending money like that. Like, I'm about saving, and if we go out, I'm gonna make it worth it, right? Yeah. So it's like I got to make sure she knows what she's getting herself into, and then she also makes herself like known, like her vulnerabilities. And for her, one of the biggest things is like just her ex too. You know what I'm saying? Like, she got fucked over by her ex a lot. So my thing is, I'm never really scared to lose her, because I know that I'm doing the best I can. And if I do lose her while I'm doing the best I can, then it sucks, but it's not meant to be, bro. Right. And I'm not going to sit here and break myself down and let that carry over the next emotion. I already learned that lesson from the first story I shared. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not trying to go through that again.
Do you feel like you're a different man now compared to when you first met your girlfriend?
Bro, way. Like my current one? Yeah. I wouldn't say different, but I would say like, I feel like where I'm supposed to be, and like, if I were to die today, I would be happy.
I like that, man.
So it's like, knowing that pretty much every day like that goes by, and I'm like, yo, like, if I died today, I wouldn't be mad. Like, it wouldn't hurt, because like, I know that I've made sure everybody around me knows I love them, and then I made sure that I stuck to what I'm doing, and I'm not working or grinding, being somewhere I don't want to be with people I don't want to be with. Yeah. So it's like, I think that's like,
I wanted to ask you, like,
a great way to do that.
To piggyback off what we talked about on the podcast yesterday, like, for me, I've been going through a funk, right? Like, for you, what would you tell me as a friend? Like, how would you try to motivate me to get out of that funk and get motivated and do the things you want to do?
Backstory though, like, some backstory so he understands. Like,
tell me some backstory.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, so for you, right? You just recently, like, you know, quit your job, right?
Yep.
And you were what is physical therapy aid? What was it called?
Physical therapy aid.
Yeah. Now like since like it's been like 2 months right now, right? So it's like 2 months, and he's just like he's trying to find out other ways to make money and stuff, right? And just recently we've been looking at this thing on Craigslist to do a moving job. They pay us to do like move some people's furniture and stuff around.
Great.
And like his thing is like, oh, when is the next thing gonna come? Like, oh, I don't like, when is the next gig gonna come? Where are we gonna get paid, right? He's always like in this funk of like, yo, damn, I need to be doing something right now, but like, I don't have that motivation to be doing this constantly.
Yeah, so then you get yourself in that funk, right?
Yeah.
So my thing is like, bro, that happens to me too, because I'll be sitting here editing, and once I'm done editing, I'll be like, yo, like, fuck do I do now? Right. But then I realize, yo, I just spent 8 hours like doing something that I like to do. And money is a real thing, you know what I'm saying? So money is something you should be stressing about, because like you can't just live off like hopes and dreams forever, like realistically. True. And like I know the kind of anxiety and stress that puts on you, but you know, when you do feel like those things, and that's probably the time where you should be a lot more creative and start creating things, because, and if not, then go for a jog, right? When my girl right now, like during the COVID thing, right? She was collecting unemployment. And essentially, we got to see each other every day. And she didn't collect. She couldn't collect unemployment, right? But we were seeing each other every day. But like the restaurant gigs were closed. That's the only thing she knows how to make a lot of money in. So she's like, I'm gonna give TikTok and all this shit like a shot, right? And she had a lot of time, and she's like, yo, none of this is working. I can't wait to go back to work and actually make my money. She did it like for like 3 months, and now she's back at work, bro. And she's working fucking like 4 doubles, like 3 doubles, and she's making a lot less money than she would before the pandemic. And she's like, fuck, like now I'm working more and I barely have time to create my content, which she still does create her content, but she's like, I don't have enough energy to do it. So she deals with that kind of anxiety, right? So like I would say like every minute that you are kind of blessed with not having to really work right now, like put it towards your content. You know what I'm saying? Put it towards creating more. And then also like those moving jobs, those side hustles, do them, bro. Like definitely when they pop up, just do them and just save your money. Don't worry about going out. The pandemic is still on. You shouldn't really even be going out.
You hear these tips, bro?
I do,
bro.
You
gotta save your money, bro.
Yeah, bro. Saving the money is the biggest thing, bro. Definitely, it goes into like clothing, goes into food, it goes into Ubers. You know, sometimes you gotta walk and shit, or maybe get a bike or something, right? Like things that will help you actually save money. And my biggest thing on is right now, every person I've spoken to in the last 4 days has been about investing. Everybody's trying to get into investing some way, somehow, and they don't really know where to start or how to do it.
Right.
But the first thing when it comes to investing is just saving your fucking money, bro. Like there's just no easier way to say that. It's just like literally cut your expenses, see how much you can actually make. Right now, since you have zero income coming in, definitely pick up on those side hustles. Try to do like 2 or 3.
Yep.
Doing Craigslist jobs, there's nothing wrong with it right now. Right now, even a regular 9 to 5 like is not paying like that fucking much, and there's really no point in being in it because everybody's gonna start working from home.
True.
So it's like save enough money to the point where either you can invest in the stock market or you can invest in another idea that'll make you more money. The whole moving things, I've heard that makes a lot of money.
Yeah.
So I think maybe you should.
Yeah. How much was it, bro? Like they're gonna pay us 100 for
it was
like
like
100
100 for like 2 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, 100 for like 2 hours. That's a lot of fucking money for just 2 hours of work. It is like heavy, like stuff and shit like that. But like,
you gotta do what you gotta do.
I'm gonna make it an excuse as like, yo, this is my workout for the day.
Exactly. Or another thing, save money to buy something and then flip it too on Craigslist.
True.
That's what a lot of people do. Also, you can go on Craigslist. You can, if you really really struggling, you can go on Craigslist, look at free shit, and just look at anything that's even remotely valuable. Go pick it up real quick if it's not too far, and then just flip it on eBay or some shit. But that, I don't know, that's a little too fucking hard. Or worst case scenario, bro, just get a part-time job.
Yeah.
You can live off a part-time job. There's nothing wrong with that.
True.
So like just don't stress out yourself about it. Give yourself a timeline. Like, yo, I'm gonna give myself 3 months to just dedicate myself to my your studies, right? And your content creation.
Yeah.
And then literally just set that schedule, bro. If it doesn't pay off, fuck it. You didn't get nothing, fuck it. At least you learned from it, so that when you do get that side job, now you're even a step ahead of where you would have been at.
Yeah.
Right.
I was gonna add on, like, for me, the reason that I was in a funk, like a big part of it is like this, like I said earlier, the unnecessary pressure that I put on myself, and the pressure that I think other people are putting on me, but not even directly. Like when I'm sitting there at home, I'm thinking about my future. I'm thinking about my parents too. Like I'm sitting here in my bed thinking like, damn, I'm letting my parents down. I'm not doing shit. Like my parents are out there working right now, and I'm fucking 23. Like I should be doing something, you know?
Yeah.
And it causes a lot of like fucking gray clouds in my head. Like, oh man, what are you doing right now? And then I just fucking fall into like a deep rabbit hole of just like reasons why I'm not doing shit. Like reasons why I'm not providing value to this household right now.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's something that carries on like day to day sometimes.
Yeah.
You know?
Do you ever feel like one day your mom's gonna be like, yo, you ain't doing shit, you a bum?
I mean, they tell me that like indirectly, you know?
My mom told me that shit every fucking day, bro.
Yeah.
Really?
My mom told me that shit like, Mom, I love you. But like she told me that shit every fucking day that I was in the fucking house. I had to get the fuck out. I had to move out because like I had to say, and the only way I did it is because I saved enough money to do it. I just busted my ass. I was like, dude, like one thing I know is that by 2020, when the year 2020 comes around, and I was planning this when it was 2016. So I was like, yo, like I have to have enough money to fucking save to get the fuck out. And I didn't start saving until like 2018.
Bro, that's exactly what Gary Vee was saying. He had this interview with a kid. He's like, yo, I want to move out my house. Like my mom is just being very negative when I come back from college, right?
Yeah.
When I'm in college, I'm living in a different environment where people always want to do stuff. When I go back home, my mom is always being negative towards me, right? And then Gary was like, oh, why don't you just move out?
Yeah.
Right? And he's like, oh, and the kid was like giving excuses and stuff. And then he's like, and then Gary was like, it's so simple, bro. Just save up money, eat shit for 3-6 months, right? And move in with 6 roommates.
Yeah.
And you'll be way happier living way below your means. I mean, yeah, you'll be living out of that negative household, right?
Yeah.
You might not have your mom cooking you meals and stuff, right? But now you have your freedom to do what you want.
I don't know if that's the best. I think it's a good advice for like a really, really desperate situation. But I think more or less when that kid actually goes and does that with the 6 roommates, he's gonna realize, oh shit, these people are way more negative, or these people don't live the life that I'd like to live. So it might be even more negative than I'd rather just go back to be with my mom. So
that's where they learn a lesson also.
Exactly. So it's like every moment that you're sitting here thinking about like, oh, why I'm not, you're thinking about negativity. It's another second you're not thinking about the positive shit you could be doing. You know what I'm saying? So every time I have these negative thoughts in my head, I'm like, fuck these fucking negative thoughts. I gotta work it out, pump it out. My blood starts flowing scientifically and shit, right? My brain starts moving. And then I'm like, all right, cool. I think to myself, every second that I think about, oh, like where my future going to be, I'm not thinking about the shit that I should be doing right now, which is what's the next piece of fucking content I can have out.
Right.
Because that's my future, right? All these fucking videos that we're making, like essentially cool. They're going to get like maybe 100 views or whatever. But in 10 years, this shit's going to be making me residual income, like passively. Like somehow like this shit should be through improving my videos. Like Mr. Beast, you guys know who Mr. Beast is on YouTube?
Yeah, bro. Beast, bro.
He made a video 4 years ago where he was like, yo, I don't know where I'm going to be at in 4 years, blah, blah, blah. But this is what I would tell myself, yada, yada, yada. Where the fuck's he at now? And that video has over like 4 million, like 10 million views, right?
That's crazy.
Bro, I had this same like thought like last week. I was always thinking like, because I want to move to Texas in the future, probably in like 2 years, 5 years, right? And I was just thinking like, damn, it's going to be mad hard to move over here. I have to get a job over here. I have to get experience first. Like, how am I going to make payments? Like, how am I going to get my girlfriend to move with me if she even wants to? And I was like thinking like all these people that become successful, they have this one big goal that they want to achieve and they work towards it. For me, I don't have that. So I'm just working aimlessly around, not really working towards anything, just working towards something that I think I want that's not actually written down in stone that I can actually pursue. Yeah. I was thinking with that journaling stuff, right? That really helped me, like just to focus my my path and what I want to do in life.
Also, it's good to do a lot of different things and fail at a lot of different things.
Yeah,
because one of those things are gonna fucking stick.
Yeah,
I promise you, bro. That's why I diversify so much. That's why I'm on TikTok. I'm on Instagram Reels. I'm on YouTube doing podcasts. I'm on Anchor, Spotify, Apple podcasts. Like I'm on all these different links. I'm like, yo, one of them has to fucking pick up eventually, right? And the only way that's gonna happen is if I again improve my content every fucking day.
Right.
There's just no way around it. It takes hard fucking work. But a lot of the people that are self-made millionaires, right? They've literally like when they make $1 million and they lose $1 million, they're not stressing because they're like, yo, I know I've been through it. I can make it again. Those who were born into wealth with $1 million, when they lose that $1 million, they're fucked. They got to do it all. They got to go through all the shit you're going through right now.
Right. You
know what I'm saying? So it's like, those are just the types of thoughts that I have behind my head when I'm like, oh, like I ain't doing shit. Like, no, I am doing shit. I got to go out and do it. I got to go out and pursue it. I got to go out and look for it. So like right now I'd be like if you're sitting at home, what should you be doing? You should be going on Instagram, either listening to podcasts, understanding how you can improve your podcast, or literally look for other people to collaborate with, have on your show, and just fucking DM them the way you would DM like a shorty. You know what I'm saying? Have the same mentality. Just be like, hey, yo, you want to collab?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, you want to collab? You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up? I like your stuff. You want to collab? Like literally just like that. I think Gary Vee gives like the same thing like that. Like even Logan Paul, right? He when he was on Vine, he hit up Mark Cuban to like do a collab with him. And Mark Cuban responded, but he didn't. He's like, nah, like not yet, but like, I know you're gonna make it or whatever, blah blah blah. But it's like, dude, like he was already aiming high when he was low. Yeah. So it's like you gotta do that.
So funny. We're like, we start off this second half of the podcast talking about cock rings. Yeah. And now we're all talking about self-improvement right now, bro.
I know, right?
Yeah, right. I mean, yo, listen,
full circle.
That's the fucking truth, bro.
This is like therapy, man. For real.
Yeah, bro. It's therapeutic as well. And I think a lot of people can sit here and relate to all the things you guys are going through. And I'm happy how open you guys are and self-aware of yourselves. So this is a great podcast, guys.
That was great, man.
Been a fucking hour.
Yeah, let's wrap it up, bro.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in for this podcast. Thank you, George, for coming on and giving us some insight on your freaking amazing lifestyle.
Thank you.
And guys, make sure you check out part 1 of his podcast.
on the Geezus Show.
Yes, sir.
Subscribe to him. He's probably gonna have some buttons up there you could click right above his head.
And I'll see you next time, guys.
All right.
Peace out.
Get Moody.